I'm at our runoff pond at our gas plant here at Carson Creek, Alberta. And I got a story, pretty unusual. We have two different families of Canada geese here, but only one dad. There was a resident mated pair, and they had 7 goslings, which is normal, of course, right? And then those goslings were doing just fine, and then along came a second goose with no mate. And the craziest thing happened. The gander that was here, he mated with that goose and produced another 4 babies. And I've never heard of it before. I've read about Canada geese behavior and their mating habits and all that, and it's not something that's supposed to happen, but it happened here. I'm sure that when I post the video, there's gonna be people say, ah, come on, one of the ganders must have got killed, right? But no, I've watched this from the beginning, from when the first 2 came along and produced their young, and because I like to watch them, right? So I'm always watching these geese, and all of a sudden, here come another mother swimming around with 4 babies, and I didn't right away realize that it was just the one gander, right? But I've been watching them from the start, and I finally realized there's only one gander, and these 2 groups, like to say, they never separate, and that's because the gander is protecting both broods of goslings, right? He's protecting both of the geese and their young. So the 2, they wander about. It's friggin' hot, so I'm guessing our geese are over in the long grass again. I'm trying to find our geese. So we got a situation here with 2 broods of goslings, 7 in one, 4 in the other. Those each have different mothers, but just the one dad. And it's the craziest thing to watch, the dynamic of the 2 family groups. They truck all around together, one goose with her 7 goslings, the other goose with her 4, and kind of trolling along in between, you know, and overseeing the whole group is the gander. And they were just here earlier, but it's kind of the middle of the day, so I think they might just be tucked up in the long grass, sleeping off the afternoon here. I'm not sure what these 2 different species of ducks are. One old gal there, she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the other has just a single. Well, I'm going to keep poking around here and see if I can find those geese, because I'd like to videotape that rather unique situation it is. Lots of red-winged blackbirds also use this pond. Well, we'll go looking for the geese. If I find them, I'm going to videotape them. So the other day when I came down here looking for those geese, I could not find them. And I searched around all day trying to find them. I couldn't find them. I went to pond after pond. The only thing I could think of is they must have been sleeping up in the long grass, you know, somewhere, you know, tucked in around the back, away from the pond, while I was trying to find them. They must have just been sleeping away the afternoon. But we did locate them finally. The polygamous geese of Carson Creek, Alberta. Down at the pond here, it's Thursday, July 8th. I've been looking for these bloody geese for 2 days. Haven't been able to find them, and I finally have located at least one of the broods. This is the second goose that mated with the gander. She's in behind that red safety barricade, and her goslings are sitting in the grass with her. I'm going to come around over through this building. I don't want to disturb them. So we'll go in through this little pump right. Huh. Not sure how well this is going to work. Shooting through this security glass with the wire. Oh, there's the other. There. Oh, good. Beautiful. The other group of geese is here. So I am going to get to show you this remarkable pair of geese families. They're all here. So they're wandering off through that grass right now. You can kind of see the heads of them poking above the grass. The resident family just went marching across the berm there. They're in behind that grass. So what's going to happen here? They're going to come out from behind there in a couple minutes, and then we're going to see these two remarkable goose families. I didn't know this could happen, and I explained this when I started the video the other day. But there was a resident family of geese here, which mated and produced 7 goslings. You can see them just coming out through the grass. That's the older group. And then a second goose came along who didn't have a mate, and she hooked up with this gander. He mated with her, and she has 4 goslings, which are quite a bit younger. Those bigger ones that are standing in the grass right now, they're almost 2 months old. Whereas these other ones are maybe 3 weeks old now. They're all just waiting there. They're keeping an eye on me. So I'll just stop the video for the time being. I'm gonna wait till they come out in the open and then try to get a better video of the whole works. Okay, we're stalking the Canada geese. And what we're gonna look at, as I keep saying, is 2 remarkable broods of geese. Same father, different mothers, and one group of 7 babies that are about real close to 2 months old. Second that are maybe 3 weeks old. So there's one of the adult birds, and those are the older goslings in front of their pond right there. Just ahead of me in the grass is the goose with the younger group. So I'm just gonna walk down here and get them to come out in the open so we get to see them. Not gonna bother them too much. There we go. March on out there. So that's the original family, and see 6 young ones there. She might have lost one. She did have 7. Now here come the second family, and you can see now there's 3 adult birds here. Only 1 gander. That's an amazing thing. This is just beside the runoff pond here at our gas plant at Carson Creek, Alberta. I don't know what you want to call that. Polygamy? It's definitely unusual. And I mean, I got to read up on, see, this has to happen, or it wouldn't have happened here. Must have happened before. Certainly wouldn't think it's a normal thing though. Yeah, go for a swim to escape danger. Cool your feet in the water. Very nice. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, she lost a gosling. She had 7. This second group, they only ever had the 4, so they haven't lost any. At our plant site, we've actually got 4 runoff ponds. It's sort of a staged runoff system. So the ponds all get fed at different elevations, and they all terminate at this final pond where we are. And of course, we don't let this water go to the bush. We sample it. We pump it actually back into our process, but that's another story. And then it gets processed in that way. Make sure that no harmful stuff hits the environment. Anyway, like I say, we got 4 different ponds, and these geese will travel back and forth to the different ponds, and they might be deciding to wander over to one of our other ponds that's kind of tucked out of the way. Yeah, that's it. We'll leave these guys now. Hope you enjoyed that. Over and out. Tracking the geese through our process here. They're just straight ahead of me, feeding on the grass along the edge of the gravel there. What's so interesting about these 2 groups is because there's just the one gander, that the 2 groups never separate. You got the mother with the 6 goslings, and then the mother with the 4 younger ones, and the 2 groups always stay together, which is just proof of the fact that it's just the one dad. So I'm going to switch camera, and you're going to be there. I decided to intercept the geese and get them to walk back to the pond that we were, because the bed in the pond got nice grass and stuff for them to shelter around it. Go. You can see the ganders at the back. The 2 old ladies are up at the front. And the little guys in between. Grass again. Here's something else that's pretty crazy. I was walking through the plant the other day. Geese, of course. And see our process fence there. This facility's completely enclosed by this fence. And there's a set of deer tracks right here in our plant. Earlier I was walking through here, I was trying to film this and show these deer tracks that are in our plant, and it's kind of funny. There's where my shadow is now. The sun's completely changed. When I was trying to film this earlier, like I said, it was hot. It was so hot it made my camera shut off. So we're back here So there's one of the deer tracks I was trying to show earlier. It's track number 2, track number 3, and that's really about the only tracks that you can see here because the ground is so dry and hard. But yeah, just one of those crazy things. Like, how in the world did the deer get inside our fence? You know, and how did he get out? And obviously, someplace over here he must have jumped the fence. But that's just one of those things that's too weird not to document. You see something crazy like that. All right.